spiel. Walk the botanist, the path of the botanist? Yes, we wish to. We are going to walk the path of the botanist and the miner because we don't want to pay for all those materials. That's right. Hi, everybody. So you want to know when you start crafting and gathering in Final Fantasy XIV? Well, my answer is as soon as you can. If you start out in Limsa Lominsa, which I am not trying to tell you to not start out there, but you won't be able to start out gathering at that point. I believe it's level 10 that you can start having other gear sets, which means then you can start accepting other jobs. Now, this is Pixie Willows. I've been playing Final Fantasy XIV for almost 5 years now. I've been gaming for decades. Yes, decades. We'll leave it at that. Alright, so stay with me and I'm going to show you where to go in Ul'dah, and in New Gridania to start gathering. And I will tell you, gather first, craft later. I cannot impress enough upon you. If you don't want to lose all your money to crafting, gather first, craft later. Okay? And so in Ul'dah, if you have all the shards, we're going to, of course, the Miners Guild. Sorry about all the fireworks. The Moonfire Fair is happening, so I may have to turn the game sounds down. I don't know. So you're going to go to the Miners Guild at level 10 if you are already in Ul'dah. If you are not, once you become the ambassador and take these letters to, the places, to the 3 starting cities, well then of course you can join the Miners Guild, and then in New Gridania you can join the Botanist Guild. So here you go, just like when you joined whatever class or job that you started when you started the game. Speak to the guild receptionist. I don't read these anymore. Sorry. You can read it when you go and join. Oh my goodness, would you please? Yeah, that's me mashing on my buttons. Okay, so you go over and you speak to the guild master. You complete it and she gives you your first pickaxe, right? So what you're going to need to do is put it on and you'll be able to progress in the quest storyline. You'll see you're in your small clothes. So let's go ahead and armory chest. Nope. Character. Sorry. Go to your character and you'll see recommended gear. Basically, it's going to be your racial gear or something like that they recommend for you to put on. So we will go ahead and put that on. Let me see what ring. Yeah, she can't wear this one. The brand new ring that I showed you in the new adventure gear, that is something that you cannot put on. This one is all classes, but and the other one that I have, of course, is war or magic. So this earring and this friendship circlet actually came with being referring friends. So that's just another benefit if you refer a friend, to make sure that they use whatever code you give them. You go into the MOG station and you get a code, you give them that code, and when they sign up, when they start playing the game, they use that code, and not only do you get benefit from it, you get things like this and the chocobo feathers, but they get those things too. Okay, so it's not just you benefiting, they benefit. And the more players that you refer, the more of your friends that you bring in to play the game, of course, the better the reward. Okay, didn't mean to sidetrack, but that's where these two things come from. Okay, so you have your pickaxe and you speak to the guild master again. You see that quick little blurb. She's going to get a piece of actual gathering gear when she completes this task. We're not going to complete the task. We are going to, however, new gear set, miner, yes. Okay, so let's go back to Conjurer. All right, so now we're going to go to New Gridania, and actually I think that's her home city. And we're going to join the Botanist Guild again. So here we are at the Botanist Guild. You might be a little turned around, even I am, and this is after playing for almost 5 years. I did this on my Pixie Willow's new character because that way you can see how to actually join versus just me taking you there and pointing and saying here. So, and of course every guild receptionist in every guild that you can join, meaning botanist, miner, weaver, etc., they're all long-winded. So, you know, but the thing is they give you in-depth explanation, you know, so it's worth reading the first time. And this is clearly not my first time. All right, so now we're going to go see the guild master, Fufusha. All right. So she's giving you your little spiel. Walk the path of the botanist. Yes, we wish to. We are going to walk the path of the botanist and the miner because we don't want to pay for all those materials. That's right. You don't pay for your materials if you become a miner and a botanist. Okay, armory chest. Let's go ahead and put it in. On. Oh my goodness. Recommended gear. Same as the miner. Same as the miner. Okay. Then we go and talk to her, and she's going to give us your first quest. You will actually end up getting the same top, just a different color, basically. And you can hear the fireworks are starting again. Again, this is the Moonfire Fair, so if you play the game or you're not playing the game, you know, this is part of, you know, the benefit of, I mean, they spread it across the entire world. It's not just one area that they have this fair going on. You see that? That's over in Limsa area, you know, and you see these fireworks. That's for the fair. It's awesome. This game is awesome, but that's my opinion. So now I've taken you to the guild in Ul'dah. I've taken you to the guild in New Gridania, basically the Miners Guild, the Botanist Guild. What you can do in Limsa is start fishing. Is fishing as important? You know, they've made some changes, and yes, you know, I mean, if you're going to be a culinarian, which on my main character I have every class, every job, and there are benefits to having them all. I mean, like, you know, you don't use fish and seafood and things quite as much, but they are starting to implement that in the new recipes that they come out with. So I would recommend inevitably beginning to fish, be a fisherman, and you would grab that quest in Limsa Lominsa, and it's the lower decks, and the one crystal is right there next to the Fisherman's Guild, so it's where the ferry is and the lower decks. Just remember that if you want to join the Fisherman's Guild. So here's my point. Become a gatherer before a crafter, because you want to be able to you know, gather all your materials. And then make sure you have sufficient, you know, several stacks of things. I'm not saying fill up your inventory. I'm not saying pay for additional retainers. I'm saying just make sure you have several stacks of whatever it is, you know, to make what you're going to make. And, you know, you can level crafting, you know, your crafter that way. There's also leaves, and I can show you in another video. Should you decide, you know, leave me a comment. You need to let me know. Leave me a comment. Do you want to see how can I level my crafter up fast? You know, how can I level them up quickly? And I will do that for you. I will explain it. But I just showed you and told you, start gathering and crafting right away. As soon as you're able to start taking those job quests or classes, and you know, opening up the miner, the botanist, the fisherman, the weaver, the goldsmith, the you know, and so on. As soon as you're able to open those up, take them, because you will benefit greatly from making your own gear and from potentially earning in-game money by selling gear that you make. Even things that you would think may be worthless may actually be worth something. This is Pixie Willow saying, play it your way. Always play it your way. Never let anyone tell you how you're supposed to play a class, how you're supposed to dress, how you're supposed to anything. This is your game. You used your real world money, real life money for it. So you play it your way. Don't ever even exclusively take my word for it. Do your homework. Smack that like button, subscribe if you like, you know, my videos and want to see more videos, and ring that alarm to get notifications for when I put out other videos. Have a wonderful day.